admin. I kind of just want to give you a brief overview of what we do here and then inform you of some of the rights that you have during your stay here. Of course, everything you say will be kept in the strictest confidence. We value your privacy, meaning that you can share whatever you want to share and then don't share whatever you don't want to share. But I do need you to understand that some of the information I will have to talk with my colleagues about and my supervisors. That way we can properly conduct a treatment plan or a plan of action and go through what kind of goals that maybe you would want to achieve while you're here. Also, if you ever indicate that you plan on harming yourself or someone else, as a mandatory reporter, I have to say something about that. You kind of understand these rules?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Okay. We'll go ahead and go on with the interview. Kind of tell me what brought you in here today?
Yeah, okay. Well, I've been drinking quite a bit lately, quite a bit more than I have in the past. Alcohol is something I've struggled with a good bit, but it seems like recently that it's sort of been markedly worse. It just seems like I've been doing it with greater intensity and more frequency, and it's actually a bit embarrassing to say, but I actually drove my truck through my garage door not too long ago when I was inebriated, and that was sort of the moment where I was like, the light bulb went off, and I said, I've really got to do something different because I can't really continue to go on like this.
So it sounds like alcohol has been a problem that's been building up for a while now.
Yeah. You're in Iowa and in high school, and there's not much to do, so on the weekends you drink with your buddies, go to the football game, but then through community college too, it sort of progressed, and I started drinking a bit more, but sort of nothing like I've been doing recently.
And you said you drove your truck through your garage door, and I'm guessing you feel pretty alarmed about that you're capable of doing something like that while intoxicated.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising because I have, as I mentioned, I've drank for quite some time, but I've never really had a poor consequence, as drastic as this one. So yeah, it was surprising.
And I'm kind of gathering that you're feeling a little distraught about how much you're drinking now, as if it's gotten worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what triggered it, but recently I've just been drinking a lot more than I have, and when I do drink, I find myself thinking negative thoughts, a lot of stuff about past failures, relationship failures with friends and girlfriends, and so that's sort of where my mind tends to go when I become drunk.
So it sounds like you're almost haunted by failures of the past.
Yeah, that seems right. At least certainly when I drink, when I'm sober, it's not so much of a problem as it is when I'm drinking. But as I mentioned, when I am drinking, that's where my mind tends to go.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I got everything right here. You're here because you had a pretty serious accident while you were intoxicated. You feel like these problems have been bubbling up for a while now, whereas your drinking's gotten progressively worse. Do you think that there's anything that's happened recently, maybe within the past 2 to 5 years, that could maybe explain why your drinking has gotten progressively worse?
Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I've got a good job, steady employment and income. So, bills, personal expenses aren't too much of an issue. Just something I sort of fell into and I guess never really got out of or learned to control.
So you almost feel, well, you feel trapped in this like cycle of drinking.
Yeah, I think so. It just seems like the cycle is really becoming worse, I'm afraid.
Okay, cool. I look forward to going through and maybe discovering maybe what causes this cycle, or maybe hopefully put a stop to it a bit. I want to thank you for coming in today.
Thanks.
I'm pretty sure that was good.
You know how long that went?
I'm gonna find.